Hi everyone, welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, we're going to look at the Aicok Hand Blender. This is also known as an immersion blender. I thought this was really neat because it comes with a lot of attachments and I thought it would be a lot of fun. So, welcome to my kitchen and let's take a look at the Aicok Hand Blender. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank Aicok for sending me this. I'm really looking forward to taking a look at this. If you would like to see this product, I'll leave a link down in the description to the Amazon page. So this is the Aicok Hand Blender. And it's basically an immersion blender, but it has a chopper, it has a whisk, it has your blender, and it has this cup for you to blend your ingredients. So we're going to make a French vinaigrette. We're going to test this out based on the other things that we did with the mini chopper during the mini chopper wars. If you want to look at that, I'll put a link to that down in the description. So this comes with your variable speed blender. It has a measuring cup, it has your chopper and your whisk. So let's take a look at it. This is the fun part. So here's a little information and safeguards. Here's your user manual. It shows you all the parts, how they go together, and how to clean it. And here is our immersion blender. So let's take this baby out. Let's get all the parts out of here first. So let's see here. This is obviously your chopping bowl. Nice. And this comes with the blade here. It's got a thing here for your non-skid. And here's your lid. And basically your immersion blender is going to go on here and it's going to run the chopper in there. So here's your immersion blender. It's got multi-speed. Wow, that is nice. And to run your chopper, you just pop it on there. Sweet. This is your blender, and right? This is your attachment for your whip. So here's your whip, and your whip just goes here. And then when you want to whip something, you just put this on here. And now, like those sound effects. And here is a cup, and this you can use to do a lot of your blending in. And it has measurements on the side. You can make smoothies in this. We're going to make a French vinaigrette, which means it's different than a regular vinaigrette because a regular vinaigrette is just oil and vinegar. You shake it, but it separates, right? We're going to put an emulsifier in there so it will stay together. So let's plug this in, and so say you want to beat eggs or something, or you want to whip a little bit of cream. You just put it in here and wow. Sweet! Right? So we're going to make our vinaigrette. You're going to put it in here, and we're going to make our vinaigrette. Also, you can use this for flat out chopping, and we will chop. Sweet. So let's wash all this stuff up and let's make our vinaigrette. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to whip some egg whites to soft peaks. We're going to use them in some homemade waffles. If you want to know how I make waffles, I'll put a link down in the description. This is going to test out our whip on the immersion blender. So we're going to take our immersion blender, we're going to put the whip on this little doohickey. We're going to put it on here, and now we're ready to whip some egg whites. So I have 3 egg whites in here. Wow, you did a great job. One of the reasons we beat our egg whites is it just makes a light and fluffy waffle. So this is going to be great. So beating egg whites with a whip, A+. So now we're going to make a quick French vinaigrette. This is an emulsified dressing as opposed to one that's just a temporary emulsion. So if it's a temporary emulsion, it's oil and vinegar and it separates. This one won't separate because we're using an emulsifier, which is Dijon mustard. So we're making a permanent emulsion. It will not separate. We are going to be using this as a marinade for some grilled chicken, but you can use it on dressing. So we're going to put in some garlic. We're going to make a double batch of this. I've made this before and we just doubled it because we're going to make quite a bit of chicken. So I put some garlic and some shallot in here. I'm just going to put the lid on and we're going to chop this really quick. Sweet. I love little choppers. So I'm going to put in a little Dijon mustard. And one of the things with this chopper is it doesn't have a drizzle hole. These type of things where you have the motor on the top, there's no way to drizzle it. So we're just going to have to put it in stages. So we're going to put in some white wine vinegar. And we have a lot of olive oil here. I have a 1.5 cups, but we're making a lot. So I'm just going to put in about 1/4 of it. And then we're going to let her rip. We're going to go ahead and put in some more. It smells delicious. We're going to put the last little bit in here. And this is really full. It's not leaking at all. And then I'm going to put in a couple dashes of kosher salt. I'm going to make this a little salty because we're doing it as a marinade. If you're going to do it as a dressing, you're obviously going to salt to taste. Wow, looks delicious. Look at that. Really, really good. Nice and tangy. Perfect for some marinade for some chicken, put it on a salad. It's just outstanding. It's a really good recipe and it's a really good immersion blender. Did a fabulous job. I love it. So thank you, Aicok, for sending me this immersion blender. It's really, really fabulous. It did a great job on all our tasks. It's multifunction, comes with a lot of different attachments, and so it's just beyond an immersion blender. It's a chopper. You can whip with it. I think it's really great. If you'd like to take a look at the Aicok Immersion Blender, I'll put a link down in the description to the Amazon page. Once again, thank you, Aicok. I really, really enjoyed it. If you like this video, please subscribe below and leave me a comment and a like, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook.